Hi everyone, welcome to Discwork World. My name is Joe, and in this video I'm going to give you a bit of an overview and some tips and a bit of a guide to the Great Escape Music Festival in Brighton. So what is the Great Escape? The Great Escape is a music festival that runs from Thursday to Saturday in Brighton. It's a city festival with over 450 bands. Yes, 450 bands. That's an awful lot of bands, right? And over 30 venues. And all it costs is £65. And if you get the early bird, it costs even less than that. And on top of that, it's a bit of an industry festival as well. So there's actually a side part purely for the people in the music industry. Chances are, if you're in the industry or you're really hoping to learn more about the music industry, you should definitely check it out. So the Great Escape is one of my favourite music festivals in the whole world. There's just so many things that are just going for this festival. First of all, it's in Brighton, which is possibly one of the best towns to have a music festival like this. It's fairly small, so you can get from venue to venue fairly easily. And the variety of music is excellent, and you get to see some of the bands which probably get really big later this year or over the next couple of years. And because some of the venues are fairly small, there's a very good chance to actually hang out with them and just have a chat, really. And the festival is definitely one for music lovers. There's so many bands which are either up and coming or just brand new. You probably won't see them all together in such an environment. I just thoroughly recommend it. But before we carry on, here's a very quick music montage of what's it like from last year. Tip number 1, get the app. So once you get your ticket, the very first thing you should do is get the app. The app you can download both for iPhone and Android, and it gives you a list of all the bands that are playing and where they're playing. Having a map really is useful if you don't know the actual layout of Brighton, where the venues are. There's also an amazing little feature in the app called the Music Recommender. What it does, it actually connects up to your Facebook, scans the music that you've liked, and also if you already shortlisted some bands on the app itself, it kind of like somehow magically recommends some bands. Tip number 2, spend some time researching bands. So with over 450 bands, it can be a tad overwhelming to try and figure out who to see. What I generally recommend is to look at the Spotify playlist that Great Escape release every year. It may not contain all of them, but it'll contain most of them. And then create a subsection, selection, and stick into another Spotify playlist, swap it with friends and other people online, and with a bit of help you're going to find some bands that you really like, as well as ones which are absolute gems you probably wouldn't have seen otherwise. You can actually check out my playlist. I'll add a link in the description. Check out the smaller acts. It's really good fun when you find a band right at the beginning, and the next time you see them it's going to be in a massive great venue. The amount of times I've seen a band when there's maybe a couple of dozen people in a room, and then the next time I'll probably see them in London and they're suddenly filling out a venue of like a couple of thousand people. And because it's all about bands that you don't normally see or wouldn't normally go to see them at a gig, it's absolutely amazing. You can discover some absolute gems. That kind of reminds me of a time when I discovered this band called Cats and Jammer, and there must have been maybe a dozen odd people in the whole audience, and they were having a few problems with their electrics. Turns out they couldn't get any of their electrical equipment to work, so they ended up playing an acoustic set. And what they did, they got off the stage and got everybody to surround them. Bear in mind there must have been only like 12 of us, and there was these 4 Norwegian girls just playing in the centre. It was just like an absolute magical moment. Check out the showcases. Throughout the festival, certain stages are dedicated as a showcase. Now the showcase can come from a whole bunch of different labels, a company, or even a country. The ones that I generally look out for are the ones which are from the countries, and they usually showcase some of the best artists from that particular country. I usually look out for the ones from Australia, Canada, Ireland. Look out for secret shows. Every year there's usually a bunch of secret shows that get announced very last minute, either through Twitter, through the app, so definitely keep an eye out. They're usually either ticket entry or you just have to get queued there really early. And this year they have a dedicated stage from SoundCloud for more gigs that haven't been announced yet. What you have to do, you actually have to go onto the website and sign up. You know something, I shouldn't really be giving away these secret showings, otherwise I won't be able to get in myself. Well, if you manage to get a ticket, you know who to give your spare to, right? So I hope that's been really useful to you. If you haven't got yourself a ticket already, there's still some tickets, so get in there. I'm on Twitter, This Way Up, and Instagram, This Way Up World. If you need updates on bands I'm recommending, you should definitely check it out. For more videos about music, travels and stuff around London, you should definitely subscribe, hit that like button, and I hope to see you at the festival.